They say the worst kind of betrayal is the one you never see coming. But what they don't tell you is that sometimes, it's not the betrayal itself that shatters you, it's who reveals it. It was supposed to be a peaceful weekend. A break from the noise of the city and the exhaustion of daily life. Daniel, my boyfriend of 2 years, had suggested we escape to his family's lake house. He said it would be just the two of us, a little retreat to reconnect. I didn't hesitate. Things had been strained lately, sure, but I thought maybe we were just burned out. I was hopeful. When we arrived, Marcus, Daniel's younger brother, was already there. He greeted us with his usual crooked smile and easy charm. Marcus had always been the fun one, the kind of guy who made everyone feel instantly comfortable. I always liked him. He was a little wild, but he had a good heart. Daniel didn't say anything about Marcus coming along, and I figured it was a last-minute plan. Maybe this could still be fun. The first night felt like old times. We made dinner together, played some card games, drank wine by the fire. I remember thinking this was what we needed. A little laughter. A little time. Daniel seemed a bit off, though distracted, glued to his phone whenever he thought I wasn't looking. He wasn't cold, just elsewhere. After a while, he claimed he had a headache and went to bed early. Marcus and I stayed up. The wine had softened everything around us, and we started really talking. About family, about life, about growing up with Daniel. Somewhere in the conversation, I saw something shift in Marcus's eyes. The playfulness faded. What replaced it was heavier, and I could feel it settle in the room like fog. He reached over and gently touched my hand. "I need to tell you something," he said, his voice low. I remember freezing, my heart caught in that moment between truth and denial. "Daniel's been seeing someone else," Marcus said. "For a while. I found out about it months ago." I tried to talk him out of it, but he didn't stop. I stared at him, completely still. Like if I didn't move, the words wouldn't be real. But they were. And the pain hit like a wave, cold and merciless. "He said it didn't mean anything," Marcus added. "But I've watched the way you love him. You don't deserve this." I couldn't breathe. I couldn't cry. I just stood up and walked to the bedroom. Daniel was still awake, scrolling through his phone. When he saw my face, the truth was already there. He didn't even try to make up a lie. "I messed up," he said, softly. "It wasn't serious. It just happened." "It just happened?" I repeated, barely above a whisper. 4 months? "I still love you," he insisted. "It didn't mean anything." "But I do," I said. I meant everything. He didn't chase me when I left the room. He didn't say anything else. I spent the night curled on a small guest bed, replaying every moment of our relationship, trying to spot the cracks I must have missed. The next morning, the house felt different. Quiet in a way that made everything louder. I walked into the kitchen to find Marcus making breakfast. He didn't say much. Just poured me coffee, slid a plate of eggs across the table, and sat down. "Why?" I asked. He didn't pretend not to understand. "Because I care about you," he said. "Because I couldn't keep watching you give everything to someone who didn't appreciate it. You deserve better." I didn't know how to respond. All I could do was nod. Over the next few weeks, I unraveled. Quietly. I didn't scream or throw things or post cryptic quotes online. I just disconnected. I moved out of the apartment Daniel and I had shared. Packed my life into boxes, one memory at a time. Daniel reached out. He wanted to fix it. He begged. But something in me had changed. I had nothing left to give him. Love isn't enough when it's one-sided. When it's taken for granted. Marcus kept checking in, not in a pushy way, but in a kind one. Simple messages. "How are you feeling today? Need anything? Want to talk?" He never crossed a line. Never tried to be anything other than someone who cared. And somewhere in the quiet, I started finding myself again. I learned to love being alone. I redecorated my space. Started painting again. I smiled for no reason. Not because of someone else, but because of me. Months later, Marcus and I met for coffee. There was something unspoken between us, a recognition of everything we'd been through, together but separately. "You look lighter," he said, smiling. "I feel it," I replied. He didn't ask for anything. Neither did I. Sometimes healing means letting things be. Not rushing into new stories. Just standing still long enough to breathe. This isn't a love story. Or maybe it is, but not the kind you expect. It's a story about truth, and pain, and choosing yourself. About understanding that love should never come with betrayal, and that the people who truly care will never let you live in lies. If you've ever been in a room, surrounded by people you thought you knew, only to discover everything was built on sand, this story is for you. You are not what someone did to you. You are who you choose to become after.